Hello, welcome back to the Brooks. So it's almost seen as a bit of a rite of passage for anyone who has a LEGO channel who does mocks to make a Republic Gunship at some point. So here's my take. You can see that this is actually a bit smaller than what you'd expect for a gunship, and that's mainly because I've tried to go along a bit more of a play scale. If you've seen my video that I did where I was predicting a future LEGO Star Wars wave, I did think that LEGO would eventually do Republic Gunship in this sort of scale, and honestly I think this is actually more accurately sized than most of the playset gunships. Maybe it might be a little bit too small in some areas, but this is a lot closer, especially to some of the modern ones, and definitely a lot closer than the UCS. It's kind of a shame that we've not had a Playscale Republic Gunship in a while, and maybe we'll get one this year. I'd be very happy if we do, because then I'll be able to say I predicted it, but maybe we will eventually. So I think one thing I wanted to really make sure I could do in this was have this nice little seamless transition between the doors and get them to fold together and everything else on it. So I've spent quite a lot of time trying to get the details, quite everything to fit in quite neatly into each other, and still have the nice sort of feel to the ship. I want to try and make it as smooth as possible, really. You've still got the troop bay in here, which is actually pretty big. I'm glad I spent time on making this quite large because you can fit quite a lot of minifigures in here, and you can see on both sides this uses the doors from the Clone Wars style one, where it has two sets of doors and it closes up completely, so that fits up there. The only compromise I've had to make is that the back ramp just really isn't possible at this size. Maybe I'll find a way to work around it at some point, but at the moment not really. A few other things, you can see the missiles up here, be able to see just the engines a bit bigger there, and the cockpit section is actually pretty similar to one of the older gunships, one of the sets actually. I kind of lifted most of it from that set and just made a couple of alterations just to fit it better and make the proportions slightly better. You can see at the front here as well the bubble turrets and the little stuff around here. It all kind of works out quite nicely. And eventually maybe I'll have a little section here that connects up the big, the other bubbles. This is a bit of a work in progress build really, but if people want some instructions for how it's going so far, you're more than welcome to ask, because there's a chance I might make some, but I really don't know if this is finished or not. So not really too much else to show here, otherwise, since obviously still a bit of a work in progress, still a bit of stuff to work on. But I'll keep you all updated with this, and if anyone's interested in instructions, just leave a comment and I'll see what I can do.